Let's be brutally honest for a moment. You know that feeling, don't you? That slow, insidious buildup of pressure, a relentless, almost imperceptible chipping away at your sanity. It starts subtly, a barbed comment disguised as a joke, a passive-aggressive swipe hidden in a compliment, a deliberate oversight, a subtle undermining of your efforts. You let it slide. You take a breath. You tell yourself it's not worth it, that you're above it. But they persist. They push some more. They twist the knife just a little deeper with each interaction, each dismissive glance, each calculated silence. They seem to know, with an almost preternatural instinct, exactly which nerve to strike, which insecurity to exploit, which boundary to tread just beyond. Their goal isn't resolution, it's reaction. Their currency isn't understanding, it's your emotional output. They're not looking for a mature discussion. They're meticulously setting the stage for your public or private meltdown. And then it happens. The dam breaks. After days, weeks, months, or even years of absorbing their manipulative jabs, their dismissive attitudes, their blatant disrespect, you finally lose your temper. The words you've bitten back for so long rush out. The frustration, the anger, the sheer exhaustion boil over. You might raise your voice. You might say something you immediately regret in its delivery, even if the core sentiment is dead on. You might slam a door, throw your hands up in exasperation, or simply let out a primal scream of pure, unadulterated frustration. And that, my friends, is their cue. The transformation is sickeningly instantaneous. The moment your well-controlled facade cracks, the moment you display an ounce of the anger they've been diligently cultivating within you, they shift. The provocateur becomes the victim. The architect of your rage suddenly looks at you with wide, innocent, wounded eyes. "Why are you so angry?" they'll ask, their voice trembling with feigned hurt. "I can't believe you're reacting like this," they'll lament, as if your explosion materialized out of thin air, utterly disconnected from their tireless efforts. "You're being irrational," they'll declare, dismissing the entire context of their relentless torment. "I just can't deal with this negativity." They'll sigh dramatically, subtly positioning themselves as the long-suffering saint, enduring your inexplicable wrath. They will play the victim to an Oscar-winning degree, complete with tears, gasps, and a sudden profound desire for peace that was conspicuously absent moments before. They will rewrite the narrative, erasing their systematic provocation and casting you as the volatile, unpredictable aggressor. And often, because they are so skilled at this art form, others around you who haven't witnessed the slow burn, only the sudden inferno, will fall for it. You, the one driven to the brink, are now the problem. This isn't just an annoying habit. It's a deeply ingrained personality trait. These individuals, often narcissistic or deeply insecure, thrive on control and attention. They instigate conflict to assert dominance, to validate their own fragile sense of self, or simply to get a reaction because even negative attention is attention. Your anger, your frustration, your very loss of composure is their proof that they can manipulate you. Proof that they matter enough to elicit such a strong response. Proof that they are still pulling the strings. Your outburst isn't a failure on your part. It's their calculated victory. And here's the agonizing part. More often than not, the people who engage in this insidious dance are not casual acquaintances. They are family members, partners, close friends, or colleagues. These individuals are woven into the fabric of your life. The emotional investment is high, the history runs deep, and the desire for a healthy relationship keeps you trapped in the cycle, desperately hoping they'll see reason, that they'll change, that they'll stop. But here's the brutal truth, a truth you desperately need to internalize. They have a choice. And more importantly, so do you. While their behavior is manipulative and damaging, you are not a helpless puppet. They derive their power from your reaction. They feed on your frustration. They need your explosion to complete their victim narrative. But what happens if you refuse to participate? What happens if you deny them their desired performance? The true power in this dynamic lies not with the instigator, but with the one being pushed. You are not obligated to engage in every argument, to rise to every bait, or to justify yourself against every thinly veiled insult. You have the right and the absolute power to simply walk away, recognize the pattern, see the trap being set, feel the familiar slow burn beginning. And at that precise moment, when they start their subtle prodding, when they throw that first manipulative jab, make a conscious decision. Disengage. Physically remove yourself from the conversation or situation. Try saying, "I'm not going to discuss this right now. I need a moment." And then leave. Set boundaries. Clearly communicate what you will and will not tolerate, such as, "If you speak to me that way, I will end this conversation." And then follow through. Reframe your thoughts. Understand that their behavior is about them, not about you. Their desire for your reaction is a reflection of their own internal struggles, not your worth. Refuse the performance. Do not allow yourself to be cast in their villainous role. Do not defend your anger. Do not explain your frustration. Your feelings are valid, but they are not subject to their approval or further manipulation. It is excruciatingly difficult, especially when faced with someone you care about, someone who might even claim to care about you. But continuing to participate in this toxic charade only perpetuates your own suffering. You're not responsible for their emotional regulation or their need for drama. You're responsible for your own peace. Choose your peace. Choose your sanity. Choose to deny them their agonizing altar of your outrage. Because only then can you truly break free from their manipulative grip. They hold the matches, but you hold the fuel. And you have the undeniable, utterly liberating power to simply walk away from the fire.
If you would like to know more about how to spot a narcissist or learn some tactics on how to deal with them, there is a link in the description for my book, Outsmarting Narcissists: Effective Tactics for Managing Narcissistic Partners.